Hi, it's October 25th, 2018, and I am very happy still in my big house. But this week they've had, I think, the largest jackpot drawing for Mega Millions that has ever been. And that, of course, set me off into some daydreams. Probably everybody that knew about it had set them off into some daydreams. I mean, for a couple bucks, you might completely change your life. I do play on here, Publishers Clearinghouse. This is the direct link to everything that they have. Sweepstakes, scratch-offs, instant win. But I've already entered for today. It's $7,000 a week for life. This one win $1 million. Some of them, sometimes I play all of them. Sometimes I don't. It's very kind of interesting, and I think the odds of winning this are lower than some of the other lotteries, but my favorite one is this one, which you can't see at all, of course, but because I've already played it today, is this lady with her arms up in the air and money flying around her, and it's win 250,000 a year for life and never work again. And then close to the top on here, they have other things that you can do. Token games, slots, blackjack, instant win, scratch off, sweepstakes. The problem with this is that in between each one there's a little advertisement, and that can get really frustrating if you're a person like me that kind of likes things to move along in a hurry. This is from B News. Who won the 1.537 billion Mega Millions jackpot? A winning ticket was sold on Tuesday, worth $877.8 million in a lump sum cash payment. This is by J. Jones and M. Warren. That isn't a picture of the ticket because they don't know who won. So someone apparently in South Carolina bought the ticket, and what they're saying is that South Carolina likes to protect the winners, and so they don't have to let anybody know that they're the one who won, which only in a way makes sense because there would be a lot of people that would even want to look at this person. South Carolina is one of the 8 states, along with Delaware, Georgia, Kansas, Maryland, North Dakota, Ohio, and Texas, where winners can remain anonymous. So technically, we have to believe that somebody won, and we might not ever know who it was, which is the way it is. Before I go any further, I'm going to tell you that I have a tooth over here that I can feel the air coming in, and I can't get into my dentist for a month. I have insurance. So anyway, let's see. Terramycin. This bottle, 100 tablets. It's for animals. Let's see. I'm sorry. It's for scours. Terramycin. And of course, everybody knows that animal products are not approved by the FDA for human consumption. On the back of that bottle, they have how much to give per weight. And those tablets are this big. That's big. That's a big tablet. It is scored, and with a pair of pliers, it's easy to break. I would never recommend taking anything like this for a human. And anything that you take at any point, you should look up and make sure. There are different kinds of bacteria. Antibiotics do not get rid of viruses. Antibiotics are for bacterial infections, and I am not equipped to tell anybody to take anything. I'm just telling you about me and what I do. So anyway, this is breakable with a pair of pliers, and you can mix it in ice cream for your pet. It's pretty good with ice cream for the pets. It's even got kind of a tangy sort of flavor. It's not like some medicines I've taken have made me vomit immediately. And this is, there's gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria. The purpose of going to the doctor is so they can check it up on a lab and make sure that they've got the right antibiotic that will kill what actually is growing in you. This, some people can swallow and some can't. So, tooth infection, feels much better. But I would never recommend that for people. And everything that I do on my videos is for entertainment only. Nothing is to be taken seriously. Okay, so when the lottery was so big, I had like 10 minutes. I realized it was $1 billion at one point, and I got in my car and drove up to the gas station to get a ticket because I'm like, $1 billion? Who could resist like even trying for that? So then I got behind a lady and she wanted tickets, and then she decided she wanted more tickets, and I'm like, come on, because I only have so much time. But as it turned out, when she got done, I actually still had 5 minutes, is what the guy behind the counter told me. So I'll show you a couple of the things I've been daydreaming about. This site, Sotheby's International Realty. Oh my God, I was looking at this house in Newport Beach, California. The video is fantastic. The link will be below. But I'm not going to play the video because it's got music on it, and I don't want to get in any trouble for rights to the music. This is the house in Newport Beach with, of course, its own boat dock. Nice area here to run around in. See that nice lawn? That's really nice. Looking out at the bay, swimming pool on the property, front gate. It's just really pretty inside. I like this stairway. It's just nice and clean. This whole thing is all nice and clean. It's just refreshing. And even in a storm, it would feel nice in here. Or, I guess it could feel cold. Fireplace. This is just in Newport Beach, California. Oh my God, the weather there would be fantastic. I love this. So, the price on this is, where is it? No, I can't find it. I'm sorry. There we go. $59 million. And I found that I started looking at some other houses. I'll show you a few. Okay, so technically I've always wanted to live in Colorado. I think Colorado is beautiful. And I thought, well, I might as well look at a really great looking house if I'd win that much money. So this was one of the ones that I looked at. This is from on the Zillow real estate site. And the picture looks like it's been photoshopped. It's just very interesting lighting. Uh, I'll just go through some of it really quick. It's actually quite amazing. And I was showing this to my grandkids, and they're like, "Oh wow!" Because it's a swimming pool inside. This is really beautiful. Bedroom. I mean, it's of course beautiful, but the funny thing is that I started getting picky. Like all this rock is ridiculous in my mind as a waste of money to first of all install it, but I like to walk around on grass. I like to, or even in woods, but um, I've got grandkids and they'd be jumping on it and they'd be falling on it and they'd be crying and they'd be coming behind here and probably end up with one of them dead or with a broken leg. It's almost the same thing with a pool. They're just too young to be in it by themselves. They would sneak out. It's got a bowling alley. They thought that was cool, but a wine cellar, I don't need that. I don't drink. Although a wine cellar is cool. Actually, wine is medicinal. This one is only 12 million. 11 beds, 24 baths. Incredible views. So when it came down to it, I realized that that's not what I want. Somebody else must want it, otherwise they wouldn't sell and people wouldn't be living in them, but that's not what I want. So what I'd really like is something like this. Not this one in particular, but this is sort of the idea. I would like actually double bunks in the back. I'd like to be able to put like quite a few of my grandkids in, and I want seat belts, but I want it to be simple for me to drive. Simple to drive. I can drive a truck. So this would be like driving a truck. That may be a hassle, but it has these mirrors here. Something like that. And then there's things like this that would be fun. So the inside of it. This is by Pleasure Way, which is ridiculously expensive in a way. But this has got all these great things. Airbags, rear camera, swivel seating. There's a lot of wonderful things about it. But then for some reason, I started thinking about homeless women and children. And when you Google, you get different images, and here's just some of them. And I thought, for the money to buy one of those big, huge mansions, I could buy a whole bunch of those little mobile homes, and these people could have a place to stay. And you can be warm, and you can drive to where it's warm if you have money for gas. So oddly enough, besides some of the basic things that I need fixed in my house, I guess I would like a little camper, and I could take my grandkids camping and probably get one for each one of my kids, and probably get one for as many other people as I can with gas cards. Grateful for you and here at your service. Bye-bye.